Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave ब्रह्मविदाप्नोति परं तदेशाभ्युक्ता सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं ब्रह्म यो वेद निहितं गुहायां परमे व्योमन्न सोऽश्नुते सर्वान् कामान् सः ब्रह्मणा विपश्यतेति. This is the mantra on which Bhagavan Shankaracharya has spent a lot and lot of time and lot of commentary. So, the first principle, Brahmavid apnoti param, where knowing is being, that is the ultimate. Brahmavid, Brahmaiva bhavati. In Munduka Upanishad it is said, Brahmavid, Brahmaiva bhavati. It doesn't mean Brahmavid becomes Brahman. Brahmavid, Brahmaiva bhavati means Brahmavid is Brahman. It is not becoming. So, Brahmavid apnoti param. He attains the Supreme. Now what is the Supreme? So the Supreme is indicated by words. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. Now here when we hear these four words, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma, are we talking about four different things? Or are we qualifying the Brahman? Are we talking about the qualified Brahman? Like Murli Dhara Sri Krishna. So the Krishna is qualified by holding a Murli in his hand. See? Gadadhara Narayana, holding the Gada in his hand, Narayana. See? Chakradhara Vishnu. So Vishnu Bhagwan is holding Chakra in his hand. So in the same manner, when we are talking about Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma, so in these, which is the substance and which are the attributes? So, the common example given is, this is a big red apple. Now here apple is the substance. Big is an adjective. And red is an adjective. Big could be anything. A fool. Big fool. See? And red could be anything. Red eyes. So, when it is said Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma, so are these three adjectives of Brahman? When you take the adjective and the substance, they need not be together all the time. Red could be anything. Big could be anything. So when we are talking about Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma, so we have to first of all rule out that the Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, these are not the adjectives of the Brahman. And adjectives are subject to change. See? Today this is a big apple, then tomorrow there will be a small apple, then now it is red, it may become yellow. So in the same manner, if we take these Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam as the adjectives, they will be subject to change. And that which is subject to change is not the reality. Like our body is subject to change. When we are born, we are so cute, everybody will come and lift us, hug us, kiss us. But I don't know what happened to these people these days. When they look at me, they take the old newspaper and hold it upside down and read. I don't know why they have changed. See? So, if the reality, the one which is not subject to any change, and if we put Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam as the adjectives, then it will mean your Brahman is subject to change. So sometime it is Satyam, sometime it is not. Sometime it is Jnanam, sometime it is ignorant. Sometime it is Anantam, sometime it will die. See? Then the question comes, what is this Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam? So the first thing we have to rule out the relationship of the substance and the adjective between these two things, Brahman and Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. If this relationship is not that of the substance and the adjective, first thing. Then the second thing, Satyam, why this is said? Just to negate the asatya or non-existent. Sat means that which is. Asat means that which is not. So, when it is said Satyam Brahma means it is not subject to absence under any condition. So, there is no way it is something like, the forms or shapes can change. The other four elements can have a lot of combinations. They are here, they are not there. But when it comes to the space, space is not subject to change, although supporting everything. Therefore, Sat is added to indicate the Brahman only to negate the possibility of absence. Satyam Brahma. Then come the Chit or the Jnanam. Now, if we take Jnanam, then the question will come that the inert world, is it not Brahman? This is what happens normally. Where there is life, there we are ready to accept divinity. But where there is no life, like stones and bricks, how there can be God? So in the living beings, we somehow accept God's presence is there. See, in Vrindavan and Govardhan, when the people go to do Pradakshina, according to their tradition, they say that Govardhan is not a dead mountain, it is a living mountain. And therefore, nobody is allowed to take any stone, etc. from there. If anybody takes a stone from there to their house for doing puja, all the calamities come in their life. So nobody takes it. Now, when they say that this Govardhan is a living one, therefore they say, oh, when I was going and I happened to just dash against a stone and the blood started coming from there. So where it is bloody, there is God. If not bloody, no God. See? So for us, the divinity means only the living beings. Now the third step. Is this Sat and Chit or the knowledge, are they separate from each other or they are one and the same? Suppose we imagine that they are separate from each other. Then what will be the consequences? So Sat is not Chit. That means it is inert. Inert is that which is subject to destruction. But Sat is that which is not subject to destruction. So how we can call that Sat is separate from Chit? And should we say that the chit or the knowledge is other than the sat? Other than the sat is what? Asat, non-existent. Can we say the knowledge is non-existent? No. Then sat alone is chit. Sat alone is jnanam. Satyam jnanam. If this is clearly understood, then our understanding about the word ajnanam, avidya or ignorance will completely change. Normally what we understand, ajnanam or ignorance means absence of knowledge. No. Knowledge can never be absent. There can be only incompleteness in knowledge. And that incompleteness is because we are functioning through the limited means of knowledge. For example, through the eyes we see the colors and forms. Now eyes have got a limit. Eyes cannot peep beyond the red and the violet. So only the Vibgyor spectrum of light waves are seen by the eyes. So we'll say that eyes are ignorant with reference to all the light waves. Meaning what? They have got limited knowledge. Therefore, ignorance means limitations in knowledge, not absence. Apurna jnanam ajnanam. Not complete. Now see, apply this thing. This body I am, this body I am not. On what ground? This body I have not created. This body, that is also not created. So either you reject this body you are, or you accept every body you are. We have got double standard. See? So this apurna jnanam creates an illusion of the knower and the known. And wherever there is a division of the knower and the known, the net result is the possibility of desires. Under two conditions the desire erupt. One is a sense of incompleteness, and second is a sense of otherness. So when I say this body I am, that body I am not, so sense of otherness. Then what will be the condition of my mind? Because I am only this much, not that also. Then condition will be eruption of desire will come. And that desire will erupt in two ways. Either I want or I don't want. So suppose she is here. I don't want her, get away from here. That is also desire. I want her, that is also desire. So wherever there is a sense of otherness, desire is bound to be. And the desire is the seed of samsara. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad it comes that I don't want any paralok, I don't want any children, I don't want any wealth. Why should I worry about it? Aptakamaha. Therefore, why should I do all that? See, it's true. So this knowledge, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, tells where Satyam and Jnanam, they are mistaken to be separate from each other, samsara begins. When Satyam and Jnanam, they merge into one. This is what we told is, Satyam is existence, Jnanam is knowledge. Where knowing and being is one, that is called as Ananta, no limitations. Otherwise, known is limited by the knower and the knower is limited by the known. Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Anantam is Anandam. Alpe Sukham Nasti. Wherever there is finite, you cannot be happy. In the infinite, you cannot be miserable. See? Therefore, the meaning of this mantra, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, is when Satyam and Jnanam, the division disappears, then the infinite alone remains. Now this infinite is called as Brahman. So infinite is not the attribute of Brahman. Bruhatvat Brahman. Ananta, infinite. See. Now when we come to this state, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, then question is, theoretically we have understood, I can give lecture also. Do you know Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma? Then what will happen? Where to find out that Brahman? Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam. Guha is the family title of Bengalis. He who knows this Brahman in the house of Mr. Guha. Guha is Panchakoshas together is called as Guha. Yo Veda Nihitam Guhaya. So, to know this reality, what we have to do? We have to one by one start rejecting these Panchakoshas. Annamay, Pranamay, Manomay, Vijnanamay, Anandamay. Reject them. And this we can reject only by a proper understanding. You don't have to destroy anything. Maya is a Matu Pratyaya which indicates modifications. Anna Maya Kosha means our body, gross body is the modification of food. Anna is food. So the food is eaten by the parents. Their eaten food is modified into seeds. Then the seeds come together. Then a zygote is born. Therefore, the children are called kids. Because the babies of the goats are called as kids. They start with a goat only. So zygote. So now that slowly it starts growing. And how it survives? Again sucking the blood of the mother. That is also the modification of the food. Then after some time mother gets fed up, throws him out. After he comes out, continues again sucking the milk. That also dries away. Then start eating the food. And what he does with the food? Convert it into again the body. In short, our body is made out of food, maintained in the food, and when it is destroyed, it goes back to be food for others. Annamaya Kosha. Now, can this Annamaya Kosha be me? It is from here the real spiritual practice begins. And it is here we are totally not at all concerned. Our concern is only external things. My friends, if you really mean business on the spiritual path, take this as the divine advice. Freedom from body identification should be the goal. If that is not kept in mind, and all other external things we are keeping, temple should be beautiful, there should be fragrance, there should be this thing, and fresh flowers, not the recycled flowers, and fresh food. You do all that, but it has nothing to do with spiritual life. We are reading Upanishad. No place for crying. Nayamatma balahinena labhya. But if we are crying all the time, Mummy, Papa, children, grandchildren, Ram Ram, then you go to bhajan, tabla peti, Ram 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 karte raho. See? We have to be very clear about it. One day, one child asked me a question in their house. After my breakfast, I was washing my hands and she came with a towel. I said, thank you dear, you dry my hands. So she was drying. And she said, Swamiji, I want to ask you a question. I said, ask. When was this world created and where from the world begins? So I asked her. I said, hey, you are so intelligent. Who asked you to ask me this question? Mummy. Such dumb questions can never be asked by the children. Then I told her, Mummy, I said, Mummy, why don't you ask me? Swamiji, I am afraid of you. I said, I am not a non-vegetarian. I don't eat people. Then I told her, I said, look here. The world is created the moment we are identified with the body. Don't get lost in what all you have studied. But they say in the Kali Yuga there are 432,000 years, and in the Dwapar Yuga it is 2 times, and the Treta Yuga is 3 times, and Satya Yuga is 4 times. What about that? Go and jump in the ocean and don't come out. The other day, one person in South Africa, I think, asked me this question. Swamiji, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, it is said that Parikshit ji was ultimately beaten by that cobra and he died. But the same topic story comes in the Devi Mahapuran. There it is said. So what is right? I said, you are right. Throw away everything. Simply chanting will not help. Na karmana, na prajaya, dhane, na tyage naike. What tyage naike? What is yours that you want to give up? See, my friends, these words should carry the meaning. So where from we start? From our own body. Is this body created by us? Is this body ever listening to us? And yet I am the body. Unless this basic error is corrected, all your spirituality is a humbug. It's a rubbish. I am using the strong words only. Maybe it may click. But otherwise, normally, Swamiji, when we listen, it's okay. But afterwards, when we go and put on the shoes, again we forget. What should we do? Don't put on the shoes. Put the shoes on your head. This must click. And to click this is not out of frustration, but out of wisdom. Work on it. Then how to work? Now start playing. See? Suppose I am not the body. What does it mean? Work on it. If I am not the body, I am neither man nor woman, neither young nor old, neither husband nor wife, neither mother nor father, nor daughter nor son. These are the 3 tier. Mukhyatma, the essential self. Then the Mithyatma, the illusory self. And then the Gaunatma, the secondary self. Mukhyatma, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, Mukhyatma, the absolute. Mithyatma, I am man, I am woman. The one who is born out of body identification is called Mithyatma, means illusory self. And once you develop this vision, everywhere you get this message. One day in US, I went to somebody's house, and they had a house in this design, like here we came in his house. In front there was Bhagavan Krishna, etc. They had a big wall, and then two doors to enter. One door this side, one door this side. And in that wall, they had fixed like there. Here you have got Krishna's picture. There they have fixed about 8 or 10 pictures of somebody, the same dress, small, big, 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 like a histogram of statistics. And I saw and was getting inside. Swamiji, how do you like? I said, what? Food? No, 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 this thing. I said, it's okay. What is there to see? Now, what is there to like in the frame? Frame, what else? No, actually, do you know what it is? I said, I don't know. And I don't want to know also. What is there to know about? Brahman? What is the other thing? No, these are the pictures of my son. And every year on his birthday, we have given him the same dress and we have taken the picture, and these are the 18 pictures of his 18 birthdays. Then I asked, I said, is he here around? Yes. I said, may I talk to him? Because in USA it is very dangerous. You are a guest, like here I am guest of his. Nobody in the family will talk to me. That is a tradition. Overdeveloped country. So he came. Then I asked him, I said, hey, I just want to inquire. These are your pictures? Yes. Which picture you think you are? Which are you? This is a technique given by Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. Suppose you are 80 years old. Why you? Okay, I am 80 years old. Now I have got an image about myself. Go to 70 years, 10 years back. Another image about myself. 60 years. Another image. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, 1 year, 6 months, 1 month. In the womb. Before that. Have I started from absence? Na sato vidyate bhavaha, na bhavo vidyate sata. Who am I? The baby me? The teenager me? The middle-aged me? Who am I? See? All these bodies were constantly changing. But I am the same. So when I was talking to that boy, then his father said, Swamiji, we'll be having a bhajan here. Sai bhajans. I said, very good. Have bhajans, no problem. But then what you told, is it really true? See, friend, therefore I told you, Nayam Atma Balahine na labhya. Many of you must have heard of Bhagavad, is it not? There is one story in Bhagavad. There was a king. And the standard format in all the stories, he had 100 wives. He must have been a super Muslim. Not only 4. So, even then he had no children. Standard format. Then he went to a Mahatma. Mahatma are children producing factories. He went there. Maharaji, I don't have children. Please bless me, bless me. Maharaji said, I can see on your face. Not only in this life, next 7 lives you will have no children. No, 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 no. Don't curse me. I want children. Please, please, please. He took one apple and give it to your wife, youngest wife. And a child is born out of apple. This is how Steve Jobs was born. See? Out of apple, the child was born. And ladies, other name of the ladies is jealousy. Spelling is the same. Ladies, jealousy. So, the remaining 99 ladies, do you think they will be happy? Because now the king was all the time with the youngest wife. And then they were in majority. So what they did, the ayah, the maid servant who was looking after the baby, that is also a lady. So she was corrupted by giving some bribe. Go and give him poison and finish him off. And the child dies. When the child dies, then the king and his wife, they start crying. And like a typical Hindi movie, they have got all the ideas from Puranas. Then suddenly the same Mahatma comes there along with Naradji. Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. What happened? See, my son died, you please awaken him. So the Mahatma said, I told you, now you are miserable because you don't have a son. You will be miserable because you have a son. You are born to be miserable. There are two types of miseries in this world. One type of misery is of having. Other type of misery is of not having. Both conditions. Those who don't have money, they are miserable. Those who have money, they are super miserable. Those who don't have children, they are miserable. Those who have children, you ask them. See, friends. So he said, no, I don't want Upadesh, I don't want Vedanta. I want my child to be awake. Naradi says, don't worry, I'll call that Jiva. And the Jiva is called, the Jiva comes. And he is told, look, your parents are very unhappy because you are not in this body. So please enter the body and make them happy. There the Jiva Gita comes. The Jiva tells, what parents? I have already gone through thousands of lives. Like every winter we buy a new pair of socks. In every life, I have a new pair of parents. If I start crying because of my parents crying, I will never be able to smile. If they don't understand, what can I do? Let them suffer. I am going, bye-bye. And he goes away. Thereafter, that king discovers tremendous dispassion. See, friends. So, who is miserable? Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. They are miserable. Where are they? Gaunatma, they are secondary. They are born only after body identification. On this simple thing, work, reflect. In the deep sleep, where the mother goes, where the father goes, where the husband goes. Nowhere. Because they are nowhere. When the wave dies, where the wave goes? Goes back to the ocean. Be attentive. Is it the same wave comes out? That wave which has gone back to the ocean, is it the same wave comes out? In the same manner. When we sleep, today's I, the waker, disappears. Then again another wave comes. Yesterday's I and today's I, they have no relationship. Like yesterday's dreamer and day before yesterday's dreamer, they have no relationship. So either write autobiography of a dreamer or stop writing autobiography of a waker. On what ground we say that the waker is the same, but the dreamers are different? Therefore, getting beyond the Panchakoshas, Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam, means the first step get rid of this body identification. And to get rid of the body identification, we have to work. Then after body identification only, all relations are born. So don't take any relation seriously. All relations, whatever we are supposed to do, sincerely do it. But don't carry the burden all the time. Otherwise, the same thing again and again, again and again. In probably Yoga Vasishta, this thought comes. How will you compare your dream experience and waking experience on one side and your memories and today's waking experience on other side? How will you compare? So we say that dreams are only mental projections. They are over. Now old memories, where are they? They are also equally mental projections. Now when something happened, at that moment it was a tremendous impact on us. But as the time goes, the memory remains, but it doesn't trouble us that much. In the same manner, when we are able to know this truth, that all this thing is only happening in the mind after body identification. Now see, this is another important thing. If I am holding this glass, like it happens on the airports, we have the phone in our hand and you have to fill in some forms. So we don't want to leave the phone anywhere lest we forget. So the phone is in the hand and we take the pen and start writing. Our handwriting is never what is our original handwriting. Exactly the same way. When the mind is holding on to the body, thereafter it starts thinking, it will think only with relation to that body. See? The moment the mind disidentifies from the body, the mind dissolves in the total mind. As it happens in deep sleep. And therefore, in deep sleep, we are nobody. Therefore, what should be yo veda nihitam guhaya? Remain as nobody and play whatever roles we have to play. If you are in front of your parents, be submissive, respecting, careful, caring. Then you are gone there. Drop the parents. Then you are in front of your son. Protect your money. Then after you go away, forget about the son. Then you are in front of your wife. If she is talking, you should not talk. If she is not talking, don't bring in talking. Play different roles. Life becomes beautiful. Be attentive. Then you will have no topic to talk. Observe this. Whenever we talk to anyone else, we talk about our past relations or possessions or our experiences with these relations and possessions. 30 years before, when I came to Sydney, that time the things were so different. They used to come on the airport and receive the immigrants with the flower bouquet. Come, we'll help you, get settled. Now, when you people come, they come with a gun. Kholo. Open, what is there? Pickles. See, are you not doing this? Other than the past possessions, relations and experiences, try to talk. What will be the talk? The talk will be, today is a bright day. When you say today is a bright day, you are in the present. Whose phone? Is it my pacemaker? So, when we are clear about this, Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam, first get rid of the body identification. Then the second thing comes. We take ourselves to be someone other than the body. Then who is that other than the body? Then we get caught up in the next three koshas. One is Annamaya Kosh, second is Pranamaya, third is Manomaya, fourth is Vijnanamaya, and fifth is Anandamaya. So Annamaya Kosh is the gross body. Then Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, these three koshas together are called as the subtle body. We get identified with the subtle body. And that is called a Jiva. And what is the difference between the Upanishad and other places is this. Upanishad asks you to inquire, what is a Jiva? In case of karma, yoga, upasana, and all other religions, they don't inquire what is the soul. They accept blindly. See, they don't inquire. Like with Brahman, we are inquiring, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Good. Then what is the Jiva? Mama ivansho Jiva loke Jiva bhuta sanatana manashashtani indriyani prakritistani karshati. Mama eva amshaha, a part of me alone has become Jiva. And we accept. Bhagavan says, Vimudhananu pashanti pashanti jnana chakshusha. Those who are dull-witted, they will never understand this. Vimudha. Then, those who have this patience and courage to inquire, who is this Jiva? See? Utkramantam stitam vapi bhunjanam va gunanvitam vimudhananu pashanti. Who is enjoying? See, to make this Jiva easy to understand, this example will make it you very easy. Jiva is what? Husband is the Jiva and man is Brahman. Now define a man. Man is man. Very good. What is husband? Husband is man plus the limitations of the wife, an expression of the infinite man through the limitations of the wife, that limited pathetic expression, plus the wife, plus the man. These three things put together is called as husband, is it not? Can there be husband without a wife? No. Think. And when my wife died, what happened to me, the husband? Nothing. Because without wife, I cannot be husband. And the most important thing, husband is a common noun. It is not a proper noun. Any fool getting married to another fool is called as a husband. Think. In the same manner, expression of Brahman through the Panchakoshas, that expression plus Panchakoshas and the Brahman, all the three things put together is called a Jiva. And it is a common phenomena. And therefore, Jiva is not Vyakti or individuality. Jiva is expression, a phenomenon. And therefore, it is called a jiva na. Na means not. There is no jiva. Then, jivana, it's a life. The journey is from the individuality to the absolute. Like wave is a phenomena. There is nothing like individual wave. No. Now, out of these three factors, where do you keep yourself? If you keep yourself with the reflection, man reflected in the mirror of the wife, that reflection is called as husband. Now, out of these three factors, man, wife's mirror, and the reflection of the man. Out of these three factors, where do you keep yourself? If you keep with the reflection, depending upon the type of the reflecting media, the wife, reflection will have different colors. Think. If the reflecting media, the wife has gone away, will you go and say in the police station, husband is lost? No. He has gone nowhere. So the husband cannot exist without the wife and the reflection. But the man can exist without reflecting in the wife and still continue. So the Brahman reflecting in the Panchakoshas is called as Jivana. Jo Vedanihidam Guhayam. Therefore, we are life. Not a jiva, not a soul. See? Now be attentive. This jiva, the individuality, dissolves in totality in deep sleep. In deep sleep, husband is not husband. Tatra mata amata bhavati. Tatra pita apita bhavati. In deep sleep, we are nobody. But we are still there. And what is the position in deep sleep? We are no individual and there is no sense of otherness. It is something like the wave going back to the ocean. That is called as Anandamaya Kosh. But that is temporary. Again, coming out. So, yo vedanihidam guhayam, therefore what does it mean? It means, so shrute sarvan kaman sa. See, he attains fulfillment of all desires simultaneously, meaning he lives at zero desire levels. Then what is the position of the ocean and the wave? The position is, be attentive, the position is, we are abusing the water. One abuse to the water is ocean, other abuse to the water is wave. And when we abuse somebody, we get punishment. In the same manner, Paramatma, with the conditioning of the name and the form, we call it as Jagat. So, calling the world as a world is an abuse to Paramatma. Because our attention is only on the name and the form, not on the substratum. Similarly, considering oneself to be, I am most unfortunate and now miserable, oh God, why am I prarabdha? And you are taking yourself with jiva, another abuse. See? And pushing the God far above the clouds. So, parichinnata, limitations, parokshata, keeping away, and pratyakshata, making objective. These three conditionings are superimposed on the absolute Brahman. He who is able to take away all these conditionings, then what happens? All happening ends. Yo vedanihitam guhayam parame vyomanna. Parame vyomanna is chidakasha, the supreme space. And the supreme space is a solid space. See? Solid space means what? This is what it is said. Tasmad etasmad atmanaha akasha sambhutaha. Unless there is a space, nothing can exist. But if other than the reality, if there is nothing else, then it is solid. So from this solid space, Chidakasha, the first space comes out. And that is called as Chittakasha. So from the solid space comes out the mind space. And from the mind space comes out the gross space. And from the gross space, Tasmad Atmana Akasha Sambhuta Akashar Vayu. Gross space is what? No movement, only steady, complete emptiness. So no movement, complete emptiness now delivers the movement. That movement is called as the air. Wherever there is a movement, there is heat production. The fire is born. Wherever there is heat, there is perspiration. Water has come. And whenever perspiration dries away, the solids happen. Prithvi has come. Everything comes from me. Mayeva sakalam jatam. Mai sarvam pratishtitam. Mai sarvam layam yati. Tad brahmadvayam asmya. Therefore, friends, the Ananda Mimamsa, what I was told to talk, don't go into that calculation. If there is a healthy, young, handsome, intelligent boy, and he has got the intelligent, beautiful, these are imagination. Intelligent people are never beautiful, and beautiful people are never intelligent. See, Lakshmi and Saraswati, they don't go together. So, if he has a most beautiful, intelligent wife, and then he is ruling the whole world, what will be the amount of happiness he has? That is 1 unit of human happiness. And then 100 times of that happiness is called as the 1 unit of the Gandharva happiness. And then like you keep on multiplying. Don't get lost in that calculation. See, what is meant is all of these happinesses, what you can imagine, they are all included in the Brahmananda. So don't seek Ananda outside. All these people, the king, the Gandharva, the Karma Devata, the Brihaspati, the Indra, they are all getting happiness from outside. It is not seeking happiness, but discovering happiness. Otherwise, people get lost only in that thing, and because it is so enchanting for chanting. But purpose should be understood. See? And then when it is said, so shnute sarvan kama, then eta samagayan naste ha vuha vuha vu ahamannam ahamannam ahamannada. Means what? I am the object, I am the subject. Aham annam, I am the whole world. Annadaha, I am the one who consumes the whole world. Therefore, there is no division between the experiencer and the experienced. That undivided Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma Yo Vedanihitam Guhayam So Shnute Sarvan Kaman Saha. Whenever our desire is fulfilled, we experience happiness. And we mistake happiness is coming from fulfillment of desire. No. Happiness comes when desire is removed. We know only one way. Fulfillment of the desire is called as the getting of happiness. No. Fulfillment of the desire is removing the miseries. See? Now, for example, if I hold this in my hand, whatever insignificant it may be, after some time I will get tired. Then I have to remove it. Be attentive. If desires are real and natural in the mind, why we want to remove them? See, our ammas, they carry something called as a purse. It is actually a hold all. And in their hold all, the whole Bharatvarsha is sitting. So wherever they go, the first thing is remove it and keep it down. Why? Oh, it was a great heavy weight. But Amma, you are carrying your head also on your shoulders. Why don't you remove it? Think. Because the purse is not natural condition. If desires are natural to us, why we want to remove them? Desire fulfillment is not spirituality. Rise above the desires. Then the meaning of the Taittereya Upanishad is somewhere near us. See, friends, don't make it academic. It should become subjective. Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma Yo Vedanihitam Guhayam Parame Vyomanna. Parame Vyomanna, solid space. Because it is complete solid. Space because everything is in it. See, this you can see everywhere in this world. The other day I was someplace and there was a very big, beautiful aquarium. So I was looking at taking pictures and all that. My friend asked me, Swami, what are you seeing? Do you like fish? I said, imagine what I am seeing. He said, you are seeing fish? I said, no. Are you seeing the snake there? I said, no. Are you seeing the decorations inside? I said, no. Maybe you are seeing the mega size of the aquarium? I said, no. I don't know what you are seeing. I said, don't get frustrated. I'll tell you. I am seeing water. Now be attentive. I said, now tell me what I am seeing in the water. Fish? I said, no, yaar, not fish. Then I told him, I said, if you add few more fish in the water, will it be a burden for the water? No. If you take out all the fish from the water, will it be a loss? But unless there is emptiness, can the fish go inside? If you take this solid object, will it go inside? So there has to be space. Otherwise, how the fish will go inside the water? Can we put the fish inside the apple? No. Because it is solid. If water is solid, how the fish goes in. Therefore, water is a solid space. Why solid? Because in the water, other than water, there is nothing. Why space? Because fish can go inside. Exactly the same way, Chidakasha is a solid space. It contains everything, and yet, other than it, there is nothing. And because it is complete, there is no sense of incompleteness. There cannot be any desire. That is the meaning of Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. And that is why the mantra says, Soshnute Sarvan Kaman Saha. Saha means together. So he attains fulfillment in his life instantaneously. There are no loose ends left behind. Because there is no more living in the relative plane. Like, till the river reaches the ocean, the river is struggling, running, fighting the way. But once the river reaches the ocean, see, yatha samudram nadhyaha sandamana namarupe vihaya. When the rivers enter the ocean, namarupi vihaya, give up their name and the form, become one with the ocean. Be attentive. River also has got the movement of waters. Ocean also has the movement of waters. What is the difference? River has a compulsion and a need to reach fulfillment. Ocean is already fulfilled. Although both the places there is a movement of water, but the movement of water in the river is the jiva struggling. The movement of water in the ocean is Brahmanandam Paramasukadam. Ananda Chedohi Ananda Taranga. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.